weary travelers, and welcome to the Come and Go Tavern. My name is Sheela Ornthalis, and I'll be your hostess this afternoon. Today's kitchen special is fish and chips, and it looks like Alexia is currently available for a full-service package. I'm going to step to the side so you can see this lovely lady, if you know what I mean. But if you see anything or anyone else on the menu that you're interested in, just let me know and we'll see what we can do. Hello, Toxan! Welcome, welcome, welcome. I dropped by your early morning stream for just a little while, but I was still waking up, so I wasn't really able to chat all that much. But it is lovely to start your day with a little bit of Animal Crossing. And I am very much looking forward to the Spectrope stuff later. That's going to be a whole heck of a lot of fun. That's right. So today is my 20th Final Fantasy XIV stream, and Shadowbringers has been a blast so far. With a war brewing between those who embrace their own deaths of their world and of themselves. The message of this expansion to fight, fight, and fight for survival could not be any more timely. As always, I'll be available for comments, questions, and concerns about the tavern, as well as regular old conversation. So don't be afraid to fill that chat with discussion. Let's go ahead and head on over. Oh, excuse me? What? No, oh, sweetie, no, give me a second.
It's in a jar, but Lynn's looking at it like it's candy.
What do you mean? Okay, just, can you convince him to take it outside for me? Okay, thank you. Timing. Don't know why that procced right this second. Oh well. Is what it is, I suppose. Anywho. Hang on a minute. Like, just look through that. Okay, yeah, she's got it. Okay. Hopefully that wasn't like a weird glitch in my system or something like that. But you know, yeah, we'll keep the kayfabe for the most part. Good morning to you, miss. I do hope you're well rested. The Exarch and your companions are presently gathered in the Ocular. He asks that you convene with them at your earliest convenience. So, since last week, I have been playing a lot of Sage, and I feel like I'm finally starting to get the thrust of that class. It is much more active than White Mage ever was for me, and we'll see if it sticks as my new main healing class, or if I end up going back to White Mage at some point. For now, Red Mage is where it's at for the main story. Yes, I'd like to go inside, please. I also actually have popcorn today in case of long exposition that's already voiced. Hello, Rakujiri. Yes. We are solidly into what I think is Act 2 of Shadowbringers. We've just possibly started a war. It's fine, right? It's fine.
Ah, there you are. You're
Voiced.
just in time
Popcorn
to
time.
welcome our guest.
Ah, this asshole.
Please, did I not explicitly tell you that we would be meeting again soon?
I hate how right you are, Reku.
Lest you forget, I made you a promise.
I feel attacked.
I have no intention
But also,
of
you're
meddling with
correct.
your mission. I come only to observe. Your Exarch friend in particular has piqued my curiosity. Summoning you all like that.
Can't not hear H-Bomber guy anytime I see the word peaked. If you know, you know.
You honestly expect us to believe you've come only to observe? Or that you might deign to lift a finger to aid our cause if called upon? Even if there were a sliver of truth in your words, I would never accept your help. Not in my darkest hour. Not after all the suffering your kind has wrought.
Yeah, fair, fair, fair.
So petty. I meant what I said, and I said what I meant.
Petty, sir. Petty? Petty.
Wage your war against the Sin Eaters. Put each and every Light Warden to the sword. Prove yourselves heroes, brave and true, and I will be glad to embrace you as allies.
Uh-huh. Sure you will, bud.
Allies worthy of bearing the burden of truth.
Uh-huh.
Surely such a partnership would be preferable to yet another round of fisticuffs. And thus did the olive branch wither and die. Pity. Well, let no man say I did not try, futile as it was. Though I suspect you will seek me out when you grow tired of making the same mistakes. Difficult decisions lie ahead of you. Decisions
Gotcha
that estimate the benefit of
angles.
knowledge to which
Things
only
are
you
weird and
can
off kilter.
For now, I shall resume my shadowy vigil. Whatever you choose to do, make sure it's worth watching, would you?
Definitely trust fund kid energy.
What was that all about?
Got a full ride to a prestigious school and then did
Vain
nothing with
attempt
the
to make
degree.
us doubt our chosen course, most like. As if we'd believe a word that passed his lips. Unless you think there is some truth in what he says.
Oh, I'm of the opinion that he is absolutely telling the truth, but that's part of the problem. It's not an if he's going to cross us, it's a when.
I'm sure
It's
you
very
are,
much,
but
you know,
consider for a
plans
moment.
within plans within
If he
plans
had
sort of
simply sent us
situation.
astray, he could have done so without revealing himself. At least, not in the manner he did. It goes without saying that an alliance with the
Alphinaud's
Essence
got the
is out
right
of the
idea.
question. But since we have no way of knowing where they might be hiding, it seems only logical to press on with our mission, even if our enemy seems content for it to succeed.
We can only work with the information we've been given.
Then let us discuss the Sin Eaters. I would begin by thanking you all for your efforts thus far. In striking down the Light Wardens of Lakeland and Ilmeg, you have accomplished more in your short time here than all of our forces managed in the last century.
That may be, but the Wardens of Calusia, Armarang, and Raktika remain.
Indeed, and their precise whereabouts are as yet unknown. Which is why I propose we divide our forces and conduct a systematic survey of each region. Once we have found our quarry, we may then determine how best to proceed.
I'll take Armarang in that case. I know the lie of the land well enough.
If there are no objections, I will make for Calusia. I have connections there both in and around Yulmore that may prove useful.
Well, buddy, we're gonna have to save you from Yulmore, aren't we?
Then I would ask that you journey to Raktika. There you will find Y'shtola. With her assistance, I doubt the Warden will evade your grasp for long.
Is Y'shtola the conjurer you and Urianger used to talk about?
That's right. Though we haven't spoken much since she left for the forest.
I fear I may be to blame for that. I had every intention of relaying the news of your arrival, but she is disinclined to speak with me.
Oh?
You have visited her, have you not? Might I trouble you
I
to...
feel like there's something more there. Or is it just as simple as
Twould be no
he's the one who dragged her here?
My thanks. While you are all out in the field, I shall be here attending to business. I had somewhat fancifully contemplated joining the search myself, but other matters demand my attention.
What's that?
That's an envelope.
Missive from Lord Vorthry. He invites me to join him in Yulmore to discuss the recent conflict at Lida Luram.
I don't think that's a good idea, bud.
And? Did he even bother to offer any bait? It's obviously a trap.
I should be surprised if it were not. Nevertheless, I must seize this opportunity to speak with him, even if only a few words are exchanged. Though my power will be much diminished so far from the tower, it is a risk I am
Just to
willing
check,
take.
can y'all actually hear what they're saying fairly clearly? Like, I have game audio set significantly lower than my audio, so I'm just trying to make sure that y'all can actually hear it.
Of course.
Okay, good,
Then let
good,
us
good,
make
good.
ready. Safe travels to you all.
Okay. Before you leave, I would make a request of you. There's a church, or rather the ruins of a church at Fort Job. Might I ask that you go there before seeking out Y'shtola? It was a place where people once gathered to worship the light. Alas, it has long since fallen into disuse. Yet within that hall there remains a tablet whose writings I believe may prove of use to Y'shtola. At the very least, such a relic would make a suitable gift for your reunion. A most considerate proposal. Very well. Ere we depart to Raktika, we shall journey unto Fort Job, that we may secure this relic. Let's go! That would be Calusia? Where is Fort Job? There's right. Stiltai. Baragar Mountains. Oh, that's where the dwarfs are going to be. Yulmore. Oh, there we are. I was in the wrong region, that's why. Or section? I'm not sure. There it goes. Okay. Yippee! Here amidst these ruins we will find the Church of the First Light, and within that hallowed hall the tablet we seek. Time is of the essence, my friend. Let us be quick. Alrighty. New hat! Probably still... Ooh, that actually is better than the one I'm wearing right now. Oh, wait, no, that's a different thing. Oh. Not to derail too much or self-promote, we apologize. We're kind of falling into a channel maintenance thing. When you were lurking this morning, was I really hard to understand? No, but I also have particularly keen hearing. So, and on top of that, I tend to just kind of like fill in blanks. So I'm probably the worst person to ask. Let's see. Oh my goodness, that is fabulous, but also no thank you. Not for this class. Oh my goodness. Snake? A little bit tiny solid snake vibe going on, or maybe Raiden. Yeah, like I said, I tend to like fill in blanks, especially when I'm like half awake. So I'm not, again, I did not properly wake up until like 8:39, maybe a little closer to 10. So I sounded okay to me. That's what I'm getting at. Well, then again, I was listening in an atmosphere where there was no background noise and like I wasn't talking or watching any other videos or anything, so maybe it's worse if you're looking for it and you're not in a completely silent environment. You know what I mean? Let's pop that, and we get that logged. At the height of Lakeland's prosperity, these sites served not as man's final bastion, but as testament to his ingenuity and architectural prowess. The Church of the First Light was responsible for many such marvels, building majestic chapels in every corner of the realm. Alas, the flood with its inexorable ties would drown every one, and did all but put an end to the religion as a whole. The creatures which then did rise, Urianger, I love you, buddy, but oh my goodness, from the fulgent deluge, were seen as agents of divine punishment sent to devour sin and sinner both, whence came the name of Sin Eater. The people were lost, seemingly forsaken by their god. Yet where there is light, there hath ever been shade, and 'twas in the dark they sought solace. The most devout of these worshippers of shadow did then migrate to the Raktika Greatwood. But that is a tale for another time. For now, let us find what remaineth of the chapel here. He does, and it's beautiful and eloquent, and I wish more of his stuff was voice acted. Like, weird thing to admit maybe, but like, the complexity of his sentences makes my jaw hurt. Let's find the sparkly spot. Where are you, Sparkles? Oh, it's probably going to be behind this altar. Maybe? Nope. Okay. Oh, there's a basement. This basement surely won't be haunted. Aye, this is indeed the church we seek. It's surprisingly intact. What little is left of the churches I've seen until now has always borne the scars of decades of disuse. Its subterranean construction hath done much to protect the hall from the ravages of time, yet the reason for its remarkable preservation may be deduced from its decoration. As faith in the light did wane, so rose reverence for the dark, and its followers did want for places of worship. To be plain, the standards which do adorn these walls belong not just to those who built them, but to the worshippers of the dark, the Knights Blessed, who subsequently migrated to Raktika, yes? Indeed, 'twas beneath the shaded boughs of the Raktika Greatwood that they found sanctuary. Often, many times, did Yulmore make spurious overtures of friendship unto them, but they are no fools. The exarch knoweth full well that Y'shtola, in her seclusion, doth labor to learn all she may of the blessed and their past. 'Tis why he sent us here, I now see. The tablet of which he spoke no doubt provideth a glimpse into the history that she so yearneth to comprehend. Well then, we'd better hurry up and find it. I really do love Shadowbringers. Yeah, I am so enjoying it. Even after Endwalker and Dawntrail, you think Crystarium is your favorite hub city. Ooh. Very cool. It is a gorgeous hub city. Search your surroundings for the tablet. You may move the camera as well. Oh, yeah, it's one of those. Oh, no, that's not what I'm looking for. Well, hang on. Maybe. You've located the Time-worn tablet. I'm also enjoying the, like, over the last couple of expansions, these sort of, like, camera find the object moments. It's a nice way to break up the activity. Well, don't call them over here. Point them out over there. Thank you. Within the altar, thou sayest. Naught escapeth thine eye, that 'twould seem. This is indeed the tablet we seek. Curious, these engravings predate the Knights Blessed. If I'm not mistaken, they are written in the script of the ancient empire of Ronka, whose capital once stood in the midst of what is now Raktika. 'Twill be no small matter to decipher them. A fine gift for our seeker of truth. 'Tis plain the Exarch understandeth Y'shtola only too well. But come, let us quit this place and make ready for our journey unto the woods. Hurrah and huzzah! Ooh, we get trousers next. Ere we depart, there's a custom of the Knights Blessed which I feel compelled to elucidate. As one might expect, they deem light to be abhorrent, and everything it touches befouled. Thus do they take the utmost pains to protect all they can from its taint, including their very names. To speak plain, it is the belief of the Blessed that one's own name must ne'er be uttered in the light of the everlasting day. Yet this commandment precludeth not the use of another's. Thus do parents protect their children, and in rare cases, masters their disciples. Interesting. So it is that Y'shtola have taken the name of Master Matoya. Lest we offend them, I bid you not speak. You speak not her true name in the Blessed's presence. With that in mind, let us speak with the guard who keep the vigil at the Great Wit's border. Okay. Interesting down here? Not really. I love this kind of architecture. Stairs are my mortal enemy, but I do love the idea of, like, basements and all of that sort of fun stuff. We have a larder that is technically downstairs here, but I don't go down there much, because, again, stairs are my mortal enemy. Fun fact, that's also why the Come and Go only has a single story. It's fuck stairs, not in the fun way. Well met, traveler. What business brings you here? Yes, of course, right this way. Oop.
No matter how far
Ooh,
he goes,
popcorn time.
man cannot resist looking back on the path he has walked. The untold stories and secrets of the past can be more alluring than the promise of tomorrow.
I love this music.
So he braves the forests of Raktika in search of mystery and wonder. Of Ronka, to which all seekers of hidden truths are inevitably drawn.
We have arrived. Vast though these woods may be, they are, by and large, uninhabitable. Not so the swamps of Cydia, however, whose sparse foliage permitted man a foothold.
Why is this bitch here?
No lands must remain beyond our grasp. Go forth, conquer, rule.
Spoken like a true colonial.
Forgive me. A sudden pang of nostalgia for those halcyon days. Exploring virgin territories, subjugating primitive peoples, all for the glory of Garlemald.
Mm-hmm.
If you've brought your ivory standard, I'll be happy to tell you where to stick it.
Thank you, Tankard.
Can we not simply take a moment to enjoy the view together? Or would you rather
I mean,
spy
dude,
on
you're the
you
one who
from
brought
the
colonialism into
shadows?
this.
Much more of this, and I may very well begin to regret my show of good faith.
If you really want to stay, then help us fight.
No, I think not. I am an observer, nothing more.
Yes, an observer who took over literally half of the
Even
source, but
shielded by
okay.
the shadows of these boughs, I feel the light's presence most keenly. To accompany you is taxing enough. To fight is out of the question.
Mm-hmm.
I will suffer your company if I must, but not your commentary.
Do we get to keep this as background music walking around? We do! Oh, this is gorgeous. 'Tis plain our Ascian counterpart meaneth to follow wheresoever we lead. Were it otherwise, he would not suffer the overabundance of light in these woods. Verily, it pervadeth every corner, and so long as the Light Warden remaineth, the Sin Eaters shall be free to prey upon these lands without surcease. If naught is done, 'tis but a matter of time before the blessed succumb. 2 years past, a swarm of Sin Eaters did lay waste unto their largest settlements, killing a great many of their priests in so doing. Though some few did survive, they knew not how to go on, wayward souls and wanting of guiding hand. For mercy, Y'shtola hath provided that which they sorely needed. They have since endeavored to restore their home, and there shall we bend our steps to Fort Gond. Ooh, I need to bring up the chat log here real quick. Whoop, and put it over on the secondary screen. Now I just need to listen to the official Omatome cover. Oh my, there's an Omatome cover? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's a, okay, yep. Yep. Okay. Definitely in love with that already. I used to love and listen to a lot of this kind of music. Like, it's very Bjork, if you know what I mean. Soken did a cover of it during the FanFest. Oh my goodness. Love that. Oh, look, a tomato! Evil tomato! Atrociraptor? What atrocities had it committed? And I'll go to right here. I don't think this place is intact. I hope this place isn't intact.
I see little sign of recent activity.
Tax evasion.
Any meaningful progress been made with the reconstruction? Mayhap Y'shtola sought shelter elsewhere. Come, let us quit this place.
Now, surround them!
Oh, okay, cool, thank you. Hi, everybody.
These Sin Eaters, they're not like the others.
Yeah, we're not Sin Eaters.
There's a reason for that. Lower your weapons, please. We mean you no harm.
How is it they can speak?
Because we're not Sin Eaters.
Sin Eater trick. They mean to kill us all.
You know, given how specific the aesthetic of Sin Eaters is, I gotta do it. I can't not do it. I gotta do it. Lupo?
That will seem a lot less amusing when we are forced to kill them.
Okay, well, I thought it was funny, Thancred.
Oh, for the love of... I had hoped that by accompanying you, we might come to understand one another. But all I have come to understand is that you had a knack for inflaming the natives. You've committed the cardinal sin of boring me. And so I retire to the shade. Good luck.
Uh-huh.
There! Did you see that one disappear?
Yeah, in darkness, asshole.
I think I preferred La Habrea.
Oof, that's saying something.
Enough. Runar, report.
Master Matoya!
Oh, hey. Looking good. Looking very, Final Fantasy X.
We apprehended them as you ordered, but are you certain these are Sin Eaters?
The intense light.
Oh no, he's hot in the tumbler way. Mm-hmm.
If not Sin Eaters, then what?
Tis passing queer that Y'shtola should mistake us for the enemy, is it not?
I mean, is she not blind?
It hath been too long since last she beheld the radiance of thine ether.
Oh, that's right, she
Matoya,
can see
hath
ether.
time truly made strangers of us?
Nay, I recognize you, Urianger, Thancred. And this is Minfilia of the First, of whom you spoke before.
Mm-hmm.
Just so. And knowing as thou must that we come in peace, might I prevail upon thee to have thy comrades lower their arms?
First explain this other presence in your company. The one I know not.
You
There
do?
is but one manner of creature in this world whose ether is suffused with such an abundance of light.
Also, hi, hello, how are you doing? I am now also full
My
of light.
apologies, Master Matoya, but thou art mistaken. Before thee standeth our dearest comrade, the truest hero among us. Though she is but recently arrived here in the First, not one but two Light Wardens have already perished by her most puissant hand.
Love that word, puissant.
It cannot be.
Yep, I am physically here, unlike you. Yeah, Urianger winning the Say Warrior of Light without saying Warrior of Light contest. Uh-huh. He definitely...
Lower your
Like,
weapons.
he used so many words. Now, I do wonder
Forgive us this
what she
hostile
saw
word.
with Emmett Selch.
Come.
Self. I don't...
I would give
I'm
you
gonna
a
keep saying
proper
Emmett Selch
introduction
because
directly
it
to
sounds
Emmett's
sounds
people.
grosser. He's a gross person. Where's Selk? Ugh. I guess Selk is you know? Seriously, it's like they got Bjork to do this part of the soundtrack. You have been busy since arriving in First, I gather. But I would hear the tale of your travels in a more suitable surroundings. With Fort Gone yet to be rebuilt, the Knights Blessed have made their home in a settlement to the northeast. I'll await you at its entrance. Follow the path through yonder gate, and you'll find me soon enough. Alrighty, back to the tubby lad. Here you are. I was beginning to worry. Much like the Twelves would, this forest has a way of dealing with those who stray too far from the beaten path. But I digress. Let me show you the home of the Knights Blessed. Let's go in. Absolutely gorgeous. Love the candlelight.
Slitherbow is the largest of the blessed settlements.
More popcorn time.
They worship no gods, instead revering darkness itself. It is a curious kind of faith, but one which has granted them the strength to persevere in the wake of the flood. I hope you weren't expecting a grand feast by way of welcome. They are a simple people. Now, I would hear of your travels away from prying ears. Come. I see. And now you seek the Light Warden of Raktika. In the days after I arrived in the First, I too relied upon the Crystal Exarch for guidance. But his penchant for secrecy and the telling of half-truths soon lost him my trust. And thus did I strike out on my own.
Yeah, that's fair.
My work eventually led me here to the forest, which I've come to know like the back of my hand. I cannot say with certainty where your quarry is hiding, but I am confident I can narrow the search.
Appreciate it.
Well, go on.
Some few thousand years ago, this forest stood at the heart of the Empire of Ronka. A great many relics of that civilization can still be found to the east in Ixmaya. Or rather, could be found, were the area not fiercely guarded. Ixmaya, you see, is home to a tribe of warriors whose lineage is said to date back to the time of the Empire. Any attempt to enter their territory is met with lethal force. They offer no warnings and suffer no trespasser to escape.
Buns.
Needless to say, my every attempt to survey the area has been thwarted.
Mayhap the Warden hideth there, full knowing none may approach it for fear of these protectors.
As for the tablet, I find the timing of its discovery suspiciously convenient. If I did not know better, I would think someone was trying to curry favor with me.
I mean, he definitely is.
Regardless, it will take time to decipher these writings. Yet I would not be at all surprised if they somehow held the key to entering Ixmaya unmolested. The Exarch has a nose for serendipity.
If there is aught I can do to assist thee in unraveling their secrets, thou needst only ask.
Thank you, Urianger. I may well take you up on that offer. While we set to work, might I suggest you take a tour of the city?
Gladly.
Should you be in any doubt as to the importance of your role as the Warrior of Darkness, the people here will surely cure you of it.
I must say, Sheela, while most of us have struggled to come to terms with our altered circumstances, you seem to have adapted rather well.
Lest you forget, Master Matoya and I dedicated our lives to uncovering the truth which hides at the heart of our world. Though separate, the fate of this reflection is nevertheless bound to that of our home. That I would be daunted by such an invaluable opportunity is absurd. But what of you, Thancred? Could it be that you are still struggling to come to terms with the nature of your young companion?
I mean, yeah.
My struggles are none of your concern. Quite why you would speak thus
hello?
and in this company, I do not know.
Hey, Mom! I'm having trouble with that dance move you showed me earlier.
Well, go ahead and show me then.
If you'll excuse me.
Up and down and...
Yeah, okay, I see where the trouble is. Give me just a couple of moments. Snooze this just because we're short of time. We'll finish up this cutscene and I'll be right with you, okay, sweetie?
Understands, perhaps, but does not accept. The question being whether he ever will.
I think he has
And whether
accepted
you
it. He's
will,
just still
more
hurting.
Importantly, as difficult as your circumstances may be, they are yours, not his. 'Tis you and you alone who bears ultimate responsibility for your life. But you need not make any hard choices now. Why not go and get some fresh air, clear your head?
Okay, so we will be back in about 5 minutes. I'm gonna go deal with this with Lila, and I suggest everybody stand up, stretch, take a break, refresh your drinks, get some food, all that fun stuff. And like I said, we'll be back in 5 minutes. Alright, sweetie. So, let's walk through this step by step.
It's in a
Sweetie,
jar, but Lynn's looking at it like it's candy.
Why is that triggering every time I change scenes now? Hold on. Where are you? Very strange indeed. Hmm. And it's only when coming into this scene. That's the extra weird part. Hang on. I'm going to disable Dare's stuff for the rest of the stream and see if that fixes it. But in any case, we are back. It's the first time anything like that's broken for me, so that's kind of exciting. I am not indifferent to Thancred's troubles. Nevertheless, I will not apologize for holding him to a higher standard after all these years. He has ever been a man of considerable resolve, and that is what I will continue to expect. Though it heartens me to know some of us remain ourselves in spite of our present circumstances. I can but imagine how Alice and Alphino have changed since arriving here in the first. Change is part of life. You know. You're right, and after my untoward remarks towards Thancred, no doubt he thinks I changed for the worst. We'll have to speak with him later. Returning to the matter at hand, I really must begin work on deciphering this tablet. In the meantime, perhaps you can take a look at Slitherbow? If there is anything you need, pray speak with Runar at the plaza. Right, we have a new pair of pants to open. Oh. Very cute. Register that, and we'll find out if Mogget turn now. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Okay, cool. Ooh, before I do that, let's go to the Aetheryte. And attune. Talk to the Amaro Keep. I'm good for now, but I want to make sure that I can get your services later. Welcome, friend, welcome. My apologies for our less than hospitable greeting earlier. Tell me, what is your name? From where do you hail? From the Crystarium, I see. And this tablet you've brought may help us find the Lart Warden here in Raptika? Well, you are welcome to stay with us for as long as you need. Come, let me show you around. Would it be alright if I joined you? Of course, of course. Anything for guests of our dear Master Matoya. Thank you. She means a great deal to the Knights Blessed, doesn't she? If not for her, we may have all perished in the Great Fire. With our priests slain and our home in ruins, we were at the mercy of the Sin Eaters. It was she who drove them back, and with her sage guidance, we were able to rebuild. Before long, she became a central figure in our community. A great oak within whose shadow many have come to find solace. But that is not to say there were not those who were hesitant to grant an outsider such authority, myself included. Or perhaps it is the smile in her eyes that, when she speaks of the sunless era, or sunless sea, I feel whole again now that she is with us. And I have no doubt the others feel the same. She is as much a part of the Knights Blessed as any of us, and we are grateful for all she does in service to the dark. But you did not hear this from me, yes? Now, you should know that there are certain customs we ask guests to adhere to, so long as they reside in Slitherbound. To show reverence to the dark? In a word, yes, but fear not, it's not too involved. Let us begin with something simple. Follow me. Ooh, hang on. Give me just a second. I'm gonna mute myself real quick and see if it's being caused by like my Stream Deck stuff. Nope. Okay. I muted and unmuted several times and no issues. So, at the very least, it's not a generalized problem. So it may be a scene change problem. Should you see any of our people come to this chamber, they have likely returned from a journey beyond the borders of Raktika. We use the water stored here to cleanse ourselves of the light's impurity. A simple and perhaps peculiar custom, but it is one of our most important. Would you two kneel for just a moment? I might rid you of the light's impurity. Sure. Kneel. Go. As Runar lightly sprays you with the water, your skin begins to tingle. Ooh. Innervating. And with that, you have been cleansed of the light's blighted touch. What do you feel? I'm not sure, to be honest. Not refreshed exactly, but I do feel different. Has this water been treated in some way? Only blessed by our priests. They are practiced in the arcane arts. As such, it is said that their prayers imbue the water with a faint dark energy. Crippling sensation? No one has ever spoken of such a reaction before. I wouldn't say it was an unpleasant sensation, but I too felt something strange. The dark aspect of this water should have no discernible effect, unless... Gods. Master Matoya is right, you are sin eaters. What? No, I just... What you felt was likely no more than the chill of the water. Perhaps now would be a good time for you to acquaint yourselves with the people of Slitherbound. Alright, man has a sense of humor, I'll give him that. For that, I must teach you a customary greeting. Ooh, we get a new bow. Alentuta. Language of Ronka. It is one of several ways one might say good evening. The world is not as safe as it once was, and this greeting lets us quickly discern friend from foe. Is there a handshake or gesture we should do too? I would hate to offend anyone. Okay, that was a beautiful laugh. I love that, the physicality of that. You need not worry. Merely speak the words Alentuta, and they will know you as friends of the Blessed. We'll await your return here. Now go. They are like to be heartened by your knowledge of our ways. Alright, fair enough. Well, in chat mode, enter Alentuta to greet the villagers of Slitherbound. Okie doke. Let's go ahead and do that. There we go. Oop. 2 L's. Alentuta. The elderly woman smiles warmly. No? Hello? Ah. Ah, a newly come traveler. Ellen Chisi, and welcome to Slitherbow. You must forgive us if we seem strangely reserved. We are quiet and taciturn people, silent and serene as the sunless sea. The quiet makes it easy to discern the presence of eaters and other dangers here in the wood. And then Chisi. Welcome, friend. I take it you will remain in these woods for some time, yes? Be wary of the woods. You will find poison in near everything you see, but fear not, our medicinal tea will keep you healthy. Ask and it is yours. Excellent. Good to know. That one. This one. King bars to contain. Everyone was so kind and gracious. I was nervous at first, but already I'm starting to feel at home. There's still much I have yet to learn about the Knights Blessed, but their faith and strength of will is nothing short of inspiring. See how they've built such a thriving community. Ah, you are returned. Very good. No doubt they were glad of your company. It has been too long since we've had visitors. Remember, if you have any questions, or there is anything you need, do not hesitate to ask. Speaking of which, we must arrange food and lodgings for your stay. As friends of Master Matoya, we cannot ask for payment, but if you would be willing to lend a hand... Oh, of course, always. We are fortunate indeed to play host to such generous souls. The task I have in mind is simple enough. All I ask is you to take a jug and water the crops in the square. Wait, okay, when you say a jug, do you mean one of these gigantic pots? Can I help too? Of course, one can do with the filling and the other with the watering. Speak with Erzabel when you have finished. She will be relieved to hear the crops have been tended to. While you take care of that, I will see to your room and a warm meal. I actually know somebody named Erzabet, so that was a little bit of a slip of the tongue there. Right then, I'll fill you water. Back with a metric shit ton of reheated Chinese food. How goes the Funny Forest Furry Adventure? Excellently. Okay, also, reheated Chinese food is amazing. What have you got? You gotta let me know. This is the only jug I could find which was small enough to lift, but I'm afraid there's a crack at the bottom. I'll need to hurry to the garden before all the water leaks out. A jug of water to the square before the contents leak out. Only about 45 seconds to complete the task. Should you fail, return to Menfilion and try again. Okay, oh, I sure would love to be able to hit the run button. I'm glad they didn't make this a balance test of some sort. I've watered half the plot. Fetch another jug of water to take care of the rest. Yeah, they absolutely could have made this a Death Stranding style, like, balance test thing. Bourbon chicken, fried rice, egg roll, and sesame seed balls with sesame filling. Ooh, excellent. Love that. I haven't had bourbon chicken in quite some time, actually. Is there enough water for the plot? Well, about half. See, I'll refill the jug. 30 seconds to complete the task. Oh, of course. Can we shortcut anything? The whole plot has now been thoroughly watered. Excellent. Well met, travelers. I observed you earlier speaking with the others. Have you need of something? You water the crops? Oh, my apologies for not noticing sooner. I have been rather distracted of late. Watering the crops was always Todia's duty, but she is no longer with us. But we've since taken to sharing the duty, though never guests. You are most kind. Is there anything else we can do to help? We could plant something if you need it. There's no need. The plot's small, it is true, but it provides us with enough to survive. We ask for no more. No? I guess. I don't know how you manage. Have the Blessed not considered leaving? It would surely be easier almost anywhere else. You can understand why you might say that, but the easiest path is not always the right one. Tell me, do you know our history? How our faith came to be? A little. I believe so, yeah. The Knights Blessed was initially formed by those who lost their homes in the wake of the flood. What began as an occasional gathering of survivors eventually grew into a community, which ultimately decided to strike out on its own in the Raktika Greatwood. I see you've read your history. But there is a history that is told, and one that is lived. Like so many in those times, the first of the Knights Blessed lost everything. Their homes, their loved ones, all they held dear. To make matters worse, none could say that what became of the souls of those lost to the flood when their bodies were reborn as sin eaters. The people were without answers, without hope, their gods having drowned, along with everything else. It seemed like nothing was beyond the reach of the light. But soon they realized where there is light, there must be darkness. In that truth they found new faith, belief that the souls of the departed could yet find peace beyond these burning skies and the sunless sea above. That is why we pray, the safe passage of wayward souls unto the blessed darkness, unto that blessed black abyss, for the return of the night, that we may someday look upon the kingdom of heaven with our own eyes. I really hate how that's a beautiful turn of phrase in English, but it also means something very specific. And we remain in these woods for the selfsame reason our founders first chose them, that we may lead lives of simplicity, with the shade of these trees as a constant reminder of our faith. So many seeking paradise in Yulmore, it's refreshing to find people who value a humbler existence. You're kind to say so. Many consider our way of life foolish, and so it must seem to those who yet cling to their worldly possessions. In times such as these, when everything can be taken away in an instant, it is all too easy to lose sight of why we fight to go on living. It is not to hold fast to material things, to hold those who went before us in our hearts, to keep alive the legacy that they have left us. This we must do for them, our children, our generations yet unborn, to keep their legacy alive. Beautiful stuff. But yeah, English is so filled with specific. Whoa, crunchy. Oh, wow. What is going on with my movements here? Oh, goodness gracious. Hello? Okay, alright. I don't know why my movements were so crunchy there. But yeah, anyway, as I was saying... hello, Aishta! But yeah, English is so filled with very specific turns of phrase that are very, very Abrahamic. And I wish there were ways to express some of those things, like, talking about the night sky, we're talking about, you know, space and the stars and all of those sorts of things that weren't so closely tied with things like the kingdom of heaven. Because heaven being such a specific concept that doesn't really work in a fantasy universe, at least not one that doesn't share the same cosmology and religion as real world. But that's just me, like, dallying about stuff that I am way too researched in, so it is what it is. Now let's see what happens when we go back over here. Does my movement get crunchy? Oh, it certainly does. Oh, goodness gracious. Why am I so crunchy? Whoop, whoop. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna... Right, I'm gonna mess with my model here for a second. Let's see if I can't relaunch in a different way. There's that. Vignon. Yes, please. Administrator access. Let's see if this does anything. So first things first. Reset to 0. There we go. Okay. And then let's do that one. Okay, okay. Things are going well. Now let's try switching over to this. Up. Okay, okay. I basically just had to force priority onto Vignon. It's fine. Easy fix. Easy peasy fix. But yeah, monotheistic fantasy universes. Yeah, and like even monotheistic isn't really completely true, depending on which version of Abrahamic mythology you're looking at. It's more monolatrian, where there is one big god who is kind of responsible for everything, and a lot of smaller deities. But yeah, and so, okay, so something in the last couple of updates for Final Fantasy XIV is causing it to eat a lot more processor and graphics card amounts than it did previously, even though there were no major visual updates. So I'm really, really hoping that the next time they do a patch, they figure that out, because holy moly, was it just chewing through stuff. Like, at one point it was like eating multiple threads on my processor at once. It was so weird. Yeah, well, no, this wasn't actually the big update. This was like the 0.1 after the big update that was supposed to fix a lot of these issues. But, you know, it's, I don't know. I'm not involved in it. I just try to fix things on my end. Yep, game's in an SSD. Done tending to the crops already? Yep. Very good. It should not be long before your room is ready. Runar! Oh, that was more of a Runar! More than an excited statement. Yeah, I don't know. It is what it is. In the woods, pant pant. Sin eaters. Where? In the grove to the southwest. For a mercy, they've yet to wander any closer to Slitherbough. Then we have no need to encourage. Inform the guard that no one is to set foot outside the village until they've moved on. But sir, what of Todia's Hearthstone? Must be retrieved before the service. Of all the times for Sin Eaters to appear. Are you just going to leave them alone? Under normal circumstances, we would not hesitate in striking the beasts down. But if they indeed have the touch I will not risk corrupting one of our own. What was that you said about a stone? A few days passed. Todia, a child of the Knights Blessed, was slain by the Sin Eaters. We succeeded in retrieving her body, but in our haste we failed to notice her necklace was gone. Strung to it was a pendant of jade, her heartstone. All of the Knights Blessed are given such a stone at birth. Uh-oh, choppy audio? Oh, goodness gracious. What is going on? Okay. It is custom to present the heartstone and deceased at the funeral. It's an offering to the heavens, but now... Okay, hang on. Alright, I'm gonna relaunch that. Okay, no, that seems to have cleared up the audio issues. I'm gonna leave this off until the cutscene's done. I have experienced fighting Sin Eaters, and the light's corruption does not touch me like it does others. Master Matoya called you Minfilia, did she not? Truly the Minfilia, descended from the Oracle? Even so, I dare not ask you to risk your life for the Blessed. I understand how you feel, but I can't say by knowing that your people are in need. I can't stand by knowing that... Yeah. Please let me do this. Very well, but if the danger proves too great, you must retreat. I'd never forgive myself if we were forced to hold a second service. Nearly forgot about Thancred. What if he returns before I do? I'll come with you. It's possible that this zone is more demanding than... Oh, goodness gracious. Seeing that choppy audio again. Go swiftly and may the shadows keep you both. So yeah, it may be that this area is more demanding, but even so, again, I'm not... Like, my CPU is at 16% usage right now. Ooh, it bumped up to 18%. So, there's no good reason for this to be happening. Let's see, I'm not even going to launch with the command line this time. Could be OBS hijinks? Yeah, that's entirely possible. Oh, hello? Okay. Alright, so with... Oh boy, okay, so my movements are crunchy. Why is that? Oh my goodness. What is going on here? I'm gonna try one more relaunch. Yeah. If this one doesn't work, what I'll try instead is I'll go back to Viadotube. And yeah, granted, I will only get my 2D model at that point, but... Oh, excuse me. Hello? I'd like to be pointed the correct direction, please. Thank you. Alright, so if we go back into... Like, my audio is good right now. Do this, I can do that. My movement is all good. I go back into the game. Whoa! Everything looks a little more crunchy again. My movement is still good. But the audio is definitely looking choppy. CPU is now bumping up to somewhere between 22 and 27%. Let's see if I can... You know what? Let's just go ahead and hit the full screen. See if that doesn't help fix things. Oh, still crunchy as hell. Okay, so back to borderless windowed. That works better for my overall setup. Let's switch a couple things around. Ba-ba-ba. Okay. Okay, so. Maybe it was just a draw distance issue? Because everything... Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Possibly. Weird. I'm just gonna pick this up for later. I'm not gonna do it on stream. You're the guest that Master Matoyo was telling us about. Please, you have to help me. I've searched high and low, but I can't find my friend Carnes anywhere. He's run off to Fort Gone again. It's where we grew up, but it was abandoned years ago after the Sin Eaters attacked. The place is teeming with all manner of beasts now, and Master Matoya has expressly forbidden anyone from setting foot there. I don't know what's gotten into him lately, but we have to go find him, before he gets hurt. If you should find him first, you'll want to tell him our password. Tuktu. He's the skittish sort, so don't delay in telling him, or so he'll know you mean no harm. Oh. Hang on a minute. I saw that dote. Where'd you come from? Well, now it's a game of hide and seek. Ooh. Well, that looks like a dungeon waiting to happen. It just clicked what you meant when you said you found my spud. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Where am I actually supposed to be heading? That way, okay. Nyum. Uh-oh, you glitched yourself unintentionally. Oh no! Did you end up inside the world geometry or something? That rat mount's so high, only its beams peek from the walls. Oh my goodness. It always amuses me when they give, like, flight to things that absolutely should not be able to fly. So, because now I'm wondering what your mount looks like flying. 100% into a cave and fully hid. Amazing. Oh, they're the Sin Eaters. I said that in way too happy a way of saying it. Oh, wow, yeah, no, those straight up do just look like the, bunny ladies, don't they? It's a really cool way of, like, adapting their normal physiology into something twisted. Beautiful still, but twisted nonetheless. There's no way we can search for the stone without dealing with them first. I mean, valid. Valid. Let's get to it then. Shouldn't we make a plan first? Well, my plan is to, you know, fire a lot of magic at them. And then they'll die. That's my whole plan. I'll draw one of them away. You can deal with the other. I mean, if you think you can survive it, okay. Alright, like I said, I've been playing a lot of Sage lately, so let's see how quickly I pick Red Mage back up again. It's like riding a bike, right? Should be easy. There we go. Cast gun and problem solved. I mean, yeah, that's what Thancred has decided to do at this point. Let's see. There's that other thing that's on the way. What was the phrase? Fuck to. You're from Slitherbow? Arthon must have sent you then. I was fine until that damned beetle. Only a scratch, but I'm starting to feel numb and my vision's grown clouded. Oh, excuse me. Worst of all, I dropped my only vial of serum somewhere in these damned woods. Could you find it for me? Sure. What's up north? Okay, let's jump on the Chump Company Chocobo. This one. Ah, there you are. Found you. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, that mount. Oh, it's adorable. Oh my goodness, the pop on the tail. It's so beautiful. Round. As you can see, it's how he flies. Oh. Aw. Yeah, get a big old chocobo butt in the camera, but oh, nope, no thank you. No thank you. It is so bothersome to be under the restrictions of mount speed right now, though. Oh, come on. Up and over the wall. Up and over the wall. You got it, buddy. So where, like, which expansion does that mount come out of? Because that mount is adorable and I definitely want to add it to my collection. Oh, hello, sir. I am not... No thank you. Wait, a helmet? Is this a literal common rider beetle? Let's just go ahead and throw a heal at myself and then bop. Really? Come on, bud. There you go. Endwalker, Criterion Dungeon, get all the... Oh, okay. It's not even like a random roll. You just have to get all the endings. Oh, hello?
Hey, hun. Can I borrow you for a second?
Oh, you can borrow me anytime you like, stud. Alrighty. I'll be with you in a second, hun. Alright, we're gonna head back over to here where we're safe inside this tree, and then we are going to get a little 5-minute break. And we'll be right back. Okay, so stand up, stretch, do all that good fun stuff, refresh your water, get some food, all that goodness. And we'll be back after these messages. Alrighty, hun, what did you actually need from me?
a jar, but Lynn's looking at it like it's candy.
Oh my goodness, honey. Okay, so something... Oh, interesting. Okay, so those scenes were left on the last time that actually triggered. Weird. Weird. Okay, so now turned those scenes off. They should not re-trigger. Very strange. You're seeing behind the curtain a little bit more than I usually do. I try to keep kayfabe strong with those break timers, but it is what it is. Sometimes we have technical issues, you know? Okay. Ah, there you are. Did you find it? Yes, I did. I was about to say, dude, if you just walk straight through that tree, I'm gonna be very bothered. Thank you. I should be fine now for after arrest. What were you thinking coming back here? You could have been killed. Not too far, Thon, for my father. Well, that's a whole quest line, obviously. However, we do not have time for it right now, as we are focusing on the MSQ. Oh, there you are, Minfilia. There you are. It's done, though I fear I was a bit careless. I'll do better next time, I promise. Oof. Hey, do you need me to switch to a healer class? I can like, fix you up a little. I'm fine. You needn't worry about me. More importantly, we have to find that Heartstone. They said it was made of jade, right? And I'll search over here in the bush. Or I can, you know, take a knee. I mean, I'm gonna search in this little crevice over here, because it's... Yeah, why wouldn't I? Ooh, it is weird having the dynamic grass interaction turned off, though. Oh. Oh, I see. Okay. Seems to be no trace of the Heartstone here. Kind of funky, you're looking for some small treasure for a decade. Some goofball shows up and says, yeah, it's here. Look at the sparkles on the ground. And it's just like, what sparkles? Seems to be no trace of the Heartstone here. Grassman. Gorilla of the woods. Grassman. He's just hanging. I don't know where that song's going. I was trying to do like a Mothman thing. Based on like Young Man. By... Oh my goodness. The Village People. But... could not resolve any lyrics. Ape of the Woods would have worked out a lot better. Let's see, is there anything back here? Grassman. He's the ape of the woods. Right there, Grassman. Sasquatch sure looks good. I don't know. Look, okay, I'm just noodling at this point, alright?
That's why Dad's the bard.
Yeah. Singing is not my strong suit, Lynn. You know this. Oh, is he? Oh. Oh, I see. Oh my goodness. What a great reference. That's great. That's fantastic. I love that. Okay. Where else am I missing? There's got to be somewhere else. Nope, can't jump that high. Maybe over on the other side, over here. Is it gonna be right next to that guy who was the side quest? It is. Okay. Alright, alright. Oop, no sir. No thank you. You don't want this. You sure? Alright. Stab, stab, stab. Explosion. Here we go. Brush away the leaves and uncover a brilliant green gem. There we go. But yeah, as I was saying, that's a fantastic little sideways reference. If only because of the fact that... oh, no, don't need that. Don't need that in my life. Don't need that in my life either. Just the whole King Kong saving... I cannot remember her name, but... the beautiful blonde bombshell that he'd fallen in love with and, like, carrying her up the tower. Such a classic moment in a series of events. There we are, Minfilia. Pauline to Decay, that's another good one, yeah. That might actually be the more direct reference there, although I think that one is referencing King Kong at that point. Did you have any luck? Yes, I believe so. It's beautiful, that has to be it. You know, Thancred always said you were a woman of many talents, and I think I'm beginning to understand what he meant. I have much to learn if I'm not even half the hero you are. The hero she was, even. I'm sorry, I forget I said anything. Okay, I need to get you and Thancred to sit down and have a conversation about this, because it is unfair to you to, or it is unfair to Minfilia, to have this sort of expectation of being the person that Thancred lost. Because she's not. She's her own person. She just inherited her will. We should hurry back to Slitherbough. Runar and the others are probably worried. Again, things that should not fly. Being able to fly just amuse the heck out of me. Let's go with this little bouncy lad. Wingy, 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 wingy. No thoughts. Anything with those little beady eyes. In your axolotl and my Chocropoco. What do you want to call him? Chocropoco. Yeah. Just little lads living their best lives. Wee. It is indeed a Friday. What's that mean? The FFXIV Friday? Nice. Thank goodness you're safe. I'd begun to fear the worst. Oh my goodness, look at that flat fuck. That's actually shockingly well modeled, oh my goodness. Oh, it is dark, you found it. We can proceed with her service as planned. These blessed gems serve not only to protect us in life, but to guide our spirits onto the sunless sea in the hereafter. Even should we be felled by the Sin Eaters, so long as these gems are recovered, our souls are ensured peace in the dark. Excellent. Like, legitimately, that is really well made. Oh my goodness. Like, whoop. Oh, thank you, camera angle, for deleting an entire ass model that I was trying to get a close look at. Like, I'm looking at how, like, the cheeks on this thing actually operate, and that looks really, really good. Got a thick little tail. Okay, just zoom into the first person. Oh my goodness, hang on. Oh, it sure does, doesn't it? I always forget that. What? Hang on. Yeah, but I'm still not able to really get particularly close. Weird. Words fail to express my gratitude for this kindness you have done for the blessed. I must insist you and your friends attend Todia's service as honored guests. There is still much to do to prepare, but please go and inform the others it will be held in the darker. Fair enough, fair enough. When you arrive, there should be an attendant present to explain the proceedings. Are we going to do a hear ye, hear ye? No, okay. Lynn and I learned so much about the Knights Blessed while you were away. And we helped them recover a lost heirloom out in the woods. I wasn't supposed to leave, but they really needed our help. There were sin eaters, and as long as she accompanied you, do try to be more careful. Your injuries could have been a lot worse. What did you... Let's just say a little bird told me, and it's telling me now that Lynn has business with us. Is something the matter? They've asked us to attend the service? Of course we'll go. It's being held in the darker, is it? We'll take care not to be late, I promise. Where is the darker? Guessing... Oh, okay, this must be the one of this direction. I appreciate the fact that the music went away here. The elderly woman hands you a candle. She then points out a nearby corner where you might place it. Is this going to be a narrated cutscene, or are we just going to stay in silence?
It seemed only right that we show our faces. May we join you?
Of course. I thought that was going to be in itself again.
Let us begin. I thank you all for coming to pay respects to our fallen daughter tonight. Her light, she was known as Todia, but in the dark, we shall remember her always as Menine. Let us each take a moment to offer her our prayers. entrust her now to the night's sweet embrace. In darkness will she be free from pain and suffering, now and forevermore. May her soul find peace in the sunless sea of heaven,
Love his
and
accent.
in the love we bear for her in our hearts.
That vessel represents the night sky, the sunless sea of heaven.
Mm.
We call upon you now, O bringer of shadow, to lead this gentle soul unto the sea. We call upon you, O warrior of darkness, to deliver her unto paradise everlasting.
I am told you assisted in the preparations for the service.
My
On
best.
behalf of the Blessed, you have my sincerest thanks. The enduring legend of the Warrior of Darkness owes much to the traditions of these people. And none were more ardent in their faith than Todia. She would have been greatly moved by your presence.
Should have liked to have met her.
You might not deliver her to the heavens, but if you could deliver the night sky to her people, the real night sky, it would be the next best thing.
That's the plan.
Their prayers would finally be answered. They could gaze up at the firmament and see their ancestors in every twinkle of the stars. We cannot allow their hopes and dreams to drown in the light. We have to bring back the dark. If we don't, who will? Forgive me, thinking of all those we have lost.
It's fine. But this is definitely a conversation you two need to have.
We will bring back the dark.
Mayhaps sooner than later, in fact.
Mm-hmm.
Urianger and I have finished deciphering the tablet, and its contents were most illuminating. Let us reconvene in my chambers. We have much to discuss.
Good you're here. Thanks to the Exarch's gift, our next course of action is now clear. Ooh, new gloves. Okay. Yep, no, okay. We begin by first explaining the origins of this tablet. I initially believed it might detail the history of the Church of the First Light. Much to my surprise, it dates back to the end of the Ronkin Empire, and was likely written under the direction of its reigning ruler. It's a time of strife and unceasing war with neighboring nations. With each passing day, they yielded more and more territory to their enemies. In their desperation, petitions for aid were sent out to their allies. This was one such petition. You think this ancient petition will somehow help us into Ixmaja? Indeed we do. For etched into this tablet is a method by which one may prove themselves an ally of the Ronkin nation. Provided we are able to decipher said instructions, we may entreat the ruin's protectors to grant us safe passage. The problem, however, is I presently lack the resources to decipher them in their entirety. We have but one recourse. There exists a stone monument inscribed with ancient Ronkin text and translations into a more modern dialect, which came into use after the fall of the Empire. I am confident it will suit our purposes. Where can we find this monument? Here in Cydia, quite close to Slitherbow, in fact. The good news ends there, however, for it is in the possession of a rather radical faction of Dark Worshippers, the Children of the Everlasting Dark. If I am to study the monument, I must infiltrate their camp. I have no intention of taking longer than absolutely necessary. Oh, okay. Just realized how badly I was slouching there. Sorry about that. But I will nevertheless require time to transcribe the text that I need to ensure that I will be enough, or I will have enough, something. I missed the last part of that. You could just take some charcoal rubbings. Before you even ask, the answer is no. If we're to remain unseen, our group must be as small as possible. Alright, I'll stay here until you return. It won't be long. If anything should happen, keep her safe. Then let us convene outside to the west of Slitherbow, where the path diverges. I do love that outfit, though. Pretty sure you can buy that on the log station, right? I guess we're back around to the fat chocobo on the rotation. Well, yeah, Yuriandra's outfit is great, but I mean Y'shtola's that she's using right now. I'm pretty sure I've seen that on the Mog Station before. It wouldn't exactly fit this character, but it might be good for my alt. The encampment we seek is to the north, but it would be foolish to simply rush in. A guard has been posted at Cleric to keep watch over the children. Oh, okay. Perhaps he has aught to share of their recent activity. You can try it at the inn's bed. Ooh, okay, I did not know that. Chance we may encounter, stay close, and stay alert. I would avoid a confrontation if possible. They rejoice in dealing death to others, claiming that in doing so they cleanse their victims of sin and usher them into the sunless sea. I would rather not sully my hands defending myself against such madmen. I did not realize that the inn's bed had that kind of functionality. Also, let's just take a look at the barding. We love love here, and so of course we have the Valentine's Day stuff. And the postal stuff with all those love letters inside. Go to an inn, click on the bed, and start trying on outfits. Log station the map now. Okay, very cool. Very cool. Mm-hmm. Right? Up. Up, I said. Okay, this is unfair. I am so small. I am but a wee lass. Oop. I guess we're doing this. Ah, you also use that barding. Love to see it. Nice, thank you very much. Ah, you're also a Sage user. Very cool. Very, very cool. Like I said earlier, I've been learning Sage, and it has been a huge changeover from White Mage. Okay, let's see what we can see. Rude of this gentleman to attack me. Exactly, one's reactionary, one's preventative. Mm-hmm. Amazing. Love that. Is the presentation thing a like a thing you have to buy or you have to get from a specific thing? Or is it just buried in the emotes and I haven't found it yet? Thank goodness you're unharmed. We would have arrived sooner, but we too had a rather unwelcome visit from the children. You are an acquaintance of Master Matoya, then. My apologies. The children have been acting strange of late, so I thought I had to take a closer look. I was careless. It was an event thing, so it must be a Mog thing now. I'll look it up later. Strange? What have you seen? At first they seemed to be nothing out of the ordinary, the usual gathering of ingredients for poisons from flora and fauna. Then I took notice of their venomous spiders. We've been breeding them in much greater numbers. It's as if they're preparing for something. Any ideas as to what? Could be anything, really. If it meant the end of the Blessed, nothing would be too cruel or violent for them. But perhaps we can use the present preoccupation with spiders to our advantage. If we were to introduce a threat to the nests where they keep them, children would be compelled to save them. Bees, for example, are a natural predator of spiders. Set them loose on the nests, and we would have our opportunity to sneak into their encampment. What a mischievous plan. I like it. But if smoke, we could be able to subdue a few colonies long enough to secure their hives. Have you anything we might be able to use? We should make smoke bombs at the outpost we have over there. Then it's settled. Grab a few smoke bombs from the outpost and search for the beehives. Imagine the bees won't take too kindly to your visit, but once they're knocked out, take the beehives and bring them back here. 2 will suffice, I should think. Oop. Oh, once more. We have an enemy. Get out of here, you. Now I'm gonna need to go. Let me see if I can find that. Let's see. And I know that one's an event exclusive. I missed it by like a day. I was so sad about that. Let's see. No, that's not what I'm looking for. There's the wow emote. That's just the regular ballroom etiquette thing. Oh, I know that mount. Like, I know some people who are going gaga over that once it became available. What's the actual name of the emote? Or... Oh, show, okay. Emote. Gotta make it rain campaign. I thought I was around for that one. But yeah, it does look like it's available online now. It's like $3. Weird. You know what? I should probably, since I'm not really in an area where I get to fly around an awful lot right now, I should change out Mana Cutter. Yeah, we'll throw the magic armor in there. Alright, onward. Oh. I heard a funky noise. Forest flamingo. The naming conventions in this game are always a little bit funky. Whoop. Love that. That's amazing. I always love the Magitech Deathclaw because, like, you have been snatched for crimes unspecified. Like, I know this one's a really common mount, but it's just always so funny. Like, you are being escorted from the building. You know, you do not have a choice. I thought I had that one, but the fact that I went and looked, I don't. It's real weird because I know I played through all of that event. Weird. Or did I just not turn in the stuff for? Oh no! I hope that's not what I did. 'Cause I know I got the crown. And I was pretty sure I got the mount for it as well. Maybe I just got the minion? Oh. Being kicked out from Olive Garden, they will now establish a limit on how many free bread sticks you can have. Yeah, me in Red Lobster. Because those biscuits are amazing. Whoop! Not the bees! Okay, I guess we're just shoving it in a burlap sack. This feels ill-advised, but okay. What else do you think bee-nades are made? I mean, that's not really a thought I'd had previous to this mission, so I suppose that's fair. Wait, where did... Oh, there it is. Okay. The buzzing burlap sack. I mean, that does make sense. What's hanging out in here? Oh, that's what that is. Okay. No, thank you. No, thank you. I am fine. I would not like to peruse your wares. I'm not interested in any new subscriptions. You can go away now. Thank you. Amazing. I returned to Slitherbow, but not before offering his thanks. As for the beehives, Thancred and I were successful in acquiring what we need. How did you fare? There we go. This is more than enough. The children are certain to be displeased. Let us hurry before the bees begin to stir. Ooh, level up. You know, considering I'm at level 79, I really should be doing the job quests for this area, shouldn't I? The children's settlement is to the west, a place they call Woven Oath. According to the guard, there is an airway apart from the entrance which leads to the spiders' nests. If the fates are kind, the way will be clear. Oh, and you hang off the side of it instead. Wait, so is this a multi-person mount? Like, can you have one person hanging off of each corner, or is it just the one person? Oh, hang on, I don't know if you said anything. No, sadly it isn't. Aw, beans. Even John Deere? Yeah, sure, why not? Oh my goodness, the bells. Oh, fantastic. Hang on. We need to party up to do that? Yep, okay. Ride pillion, there we go. Oh my god, that is straight up just a tractor, isn't it? Oh my goodness. Picking up girls at the Buc-ee's. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. Can you see on the map where we're headed to? What about here? A beautiful plan. Going to Sheets now. Oh my goodness. Flying track. Oh my goodness. Rocket tractor. Nyum. Swoop-a-doo. Control click on the map. Oh, okay. If I... Maybe? Up? Up? No? There we go. Thank you very much for the ride. Control, right click. Oh.
I hate to interrupt your stream, my little flower, but there's a customer issue out front.
Is this like a basic pricing issue or something bigger?
Just the former.
Okay, alright, give me a second, I'll be done. Once I'm done with this cutscene, I'll go to break. I'll right click and send a message on chat. I should probably loosen the ropes, keeping it closed enough that it falls open when it lands inside. May I do the honors? That should do it. Now we wait. What is that? Bees! By the abyss, they're everywhere! Getting harassed by the wildlife is part of the experience. You know your Shadowbringers experience by driving you everywhere. That's fair, that's fair. Sounds like our plan is working. Still, it's quite likely not all were driven away from their posts. If you should come to blows with the children, I'll see to it any signs of struggle are concealed. Failing that, I'll create a distraction to buy Y'shtola more time. Should anyone get past me, it falls to you to guard her. Mm-hmm. Your concern is appreciated, but I sincerely doubt it will come to that. Why do I get the feeling you enjoy the idea of my loafing around bored in the shadows? Come now, Thancred. The shadows are a fitting place for a warrior of darkness. Now, if you both are ready. Mm-hmm. Alright, we're in a relatively safe location, so we'll do that 5-minute break. I gotta go deal with some customer issues. Stand up, stretch, do all that fun stuff. We'll be back in about 5 minutes. Okay, so is this a new complaint? Is somebody who's new here? Or like, what are we doing? Okay, so that weird error did not happen again this time. Excellent, excellent. Glad to see that we may have figured out what was going on there. You know what? Let's do some running around. Try and uncover more of this map, shall we? I know I'm supposed to be heading north, but just gonna kind of wander around, push back the fog of war, as it were. Up. Up. Okay. Yeah, I'll deal with that later. Up. Actually, are my various quests up yet? Okay, they are. Cool. That means that later on I can deal with that. I still have a bunch of extremes from from ARR and Heaven's Word that I still need to complete. Evil tomatoes. Am I on the wrong? Ah, there we are. Honestly, just gonna run straight through them. Do not have the time for their nonsense. I'm as subtle as a bat to the face. That's right, fall off. There you go. The font of seeing suggests this is a chamber for prayer. At the very least, they would not place this near potential distractions from their worship. Perhaps the monument is further in. Okay. And of course there's going to be unavoidable combat over here. Ooh. Okay, I'm really hoping this is going to be a part of our cutscene because this is cool. Yes, this is it. Will be but a moment. Keep watch at the entryway. On second thought, would you mind examining the murals on these walls while I look this over? At a glance, I think I can tell that they're old, predating the founding of the Blessed and the Children, in fact. We are not like to come here a second time. 'Twould behoove us to learn all that we can. So we're seeing them examine the murals and take note of what events they may depict. You may move the camera. Yep, doing the snapshot thing again. Let's start leftmost here. Looks like an explosion, so maybe fire magic. Appears to be ancient. A warrior in the middle stands triumphant over what appears to be a creature of shadow. Other figures surround the warrior, rejoicing in their victory. The mural appears to be very old. A ruler sits atop a throne, attended by their subjects. This one looks more light-based. And of course, shadow. The mural appears to be fairly old. A knight shields himself and their comrades from the encroaching darkness. The central figure is considerably faded. Interesting, interesting. So we already knew that the darkness was considered evil at least once in the history of this world.
These paintings, they seem familiar. Depictions of heroes throughout history. The Age of Gods, the Empire of Ronka, and this.
That one looks like y'all, I think.
There was a man, a researcher who pored over these pieces. He offered us work when we needed it. Slaying beasts, delivering provisions. A funny old bugger he was. But he had a good heart.
What happened?
He believed this first painting dated back to a time of myth and legends. A tribute to the heroes of a long-forgotten era. The story went that it was rediscovered by an explorer from Ronka, who was so struck by its majesty that a second painting was commissioned, commemorating the heroes of their day. One day you'll all be here too, he said. Heroes immortalized forever. Maybe I'll paint you myself? I had a good laugh at that. We were only trying to make our way after all. Being heroes couldn't have been further from our minds. But it seems he actually went and did it. Before or after the flood, I wonder.
Ooh, I'm glad I caught that and muted before I sneezed.
Rather
those are some strong ones. Oh my goodness.
Or did someone try to scrape it off the wall? Well, maybe the man himself once he came to his senses. Do you suppose your deeds will warrant an addition to this collection? Or some other kind of monument?
No idea.
There you are. I have everything I need. Let us quit this place. Is something the matter? We should go. The others are waiting.
Oh, good. We didn't have to waddle our way back through. I now have everything I needed to finish deciphering the text, or the tablet. Tell me, then, did the murals appear to be of any significance? Depictions of heroes from the Age of Gods, the Ronkan Empire, and the immediately before the Flood? Very astute observations. Perhaps in another lifetime you could have been a curator of antiquities. Something I actually have done before. Though it was no bearing on the task at hand, perhaps the knowledge may prove useful to be of use in the future. New shoes. Let's get some shoes. Oh my god, shoes. Let us hurry to Slitherbow. The others are waiting. After we've returned, the two of you should rest a while. No doubt Runar will be eager to have you sample his cooking. As soon as I discover anything of import, you'll be the first to know. Let's go ahead and follow. Just teleport there. So why not? And I'm gonna go ahead and remog those. Excellent. Oh, look, another side quest. Aren't you Lynn? Master Matoya speaks very highly of you. I'm sure there are more important things to concern yourself with, but I need help and there's no one else I can turn to. My friend, Quinfort. Ever since we were young, he's always excelled at the arcane arts. In fact, even now he's in training to become a priest of the Knights Blessed. Perhaps the greatest of his gifts is clairvoyance, but I fear it's taken a toll on his mind of late. He's always been different, but not like this. He's changed. Frighteningly so. The others think him no stranger than usual, but they're wrong. I mean to prove it. You don't know him like I do, which is precisely why I'd like you to talk to him. Get an objective opinion on the matter. Well, assuming we find out what ails him, I hope that there's a cure for it. I'm sure there will be. Oh, the guard told me you left with Master Matoya to win an oath. And no sooner do you return than she locks herself in her chambers without so much as a word. She knows how I worry when she leaves without telling me. But she is safe, and that is all that matters. You must be hungry after such a journey. Why not have a seat there by the fire? The stew will be ready soon. It is not late. I am just sitting still for a little bit too long and have light shining directly in my eyes from the camera. For some reason, a real bright light just makes me start yawning.
Strange. The others on patrol should have returned by now. Our food will be overcooked if we wait any longer. We will just have to start without them. Would you call Master Matoya and the others?
Mm-hmm. Although I have a feeling that I'm going to be going back out on patrol.
I tire of these games, Urianger. Why do you pretend you cannot see it? The blessing may spare her the fate of becoming a Light Warden. But you cannot be blind to the nascent corruption. She is not as she was in the Source. Though I have no proof, I fear that the light which poured forth from the Wardens was not negated at all. I fear it was absorbed, that she has been suffused with their light.
I mean, yeah? That's pretty obviously what's happening.
Though I have given thought to this possibility, I dare not speak until more is known.
By the time you deign to enlighten us, it may be too late, if it is not already. Urianger, I know full well, after all these years, that you have only the best of intentions. But that does not make it any easier to put my faith in a man so infatuated with secrecy. I have had my suspicions ever since the Exarch bade you speak that day. But now I must ask. The 8th Umbral Calamity and all that followed. Everything you claim to have seen. Did you?
Help! Someone help! The Ilmorans have come for us! We're under attack!
There's the other shoe. So this kind of fills in some of the things that I was suspicious of before. I'm pretty sure that either way, whether we intervene or not, in itself is going to get what he wants. Because if we allow the world to fall to light, then obviously the world falls to light, you know? But if we focus all of the world's light in ourselves, then he still gets what he wants. I have mostly stolen their outfits at this point, by the way. I think the only two things that I'm really missing right now are their trousers and their shoes. Well, it's not even really fair to call them trousers. The fishnets. And it's just because I don't have enough like golden saucer points right now.
Too long, at any rate. May I say how humbled I am to be invited not only into your city, but your home. You are as generous as ever.
Sure, I'm glad he's the one doing this, not me.
Let us dispense with the pleasantries. This merry band of dissidents people are calling warriors of darkness. They have slain sin-eaters, and by all accounts the Crystarium is complicit in their villainy.
Ah, yes, villainy. Killing monsters that kill people.
Obstructing my soldiers. So I must ask, what exactly do you think you are doing?
Helping people to live.
I might ask you the same thing. It should be clear, even to you, that defeating the Light Wardens represents the world's only hope of survival. Even now, the people of Lakeland and Ilmeg rejoice in the return of night. For 100 years, they yearned for a means to fight back against the Sin-Eaters, and at last they have found one. Yet you choose to stand idly by and do nothing. Why?
Because this hope you cling to is nothing more than a fever dream, an exercise in futility. Even should you slay the Sin-Eaters, the world as we know it is beyond salvation.
We'll make a new world. The world can become a new, a better place.
Land and resources remain. The people would be free only to starve. Before long, they would turn to violence, then to war, and ultimately usher themselves unto oblivion.
So says you.
A firm hand to shepherd them from the edge. The hand of a king. Nay, a god. I will see their dreams fulfilled, their wishes granted. I will give them peace, order, and they shall never want for bliss.
Listen, if you want to wither away on the vine, that's fine by me.
Entertain vague ideals without the faintest notion what they cost. But a little fear can go a long way towards helping them realize what it is they truly need. Sanctuary. And they shall find none in this world save that which I afford them. That is why the Sin-Eaters exist. To unite the world under my dominion.
A paradise fit to grace the 8th Umbral era.
What was that?
A minor epiphany, nothing more. You have always held sway over those around you. Those who defy you must submit or die. What sits before me is the inevitable result of bloated privilege and unchecked power. But man is more resilient than you think. His achievements are not the product of violence and bloodshed, but compassion and understanding. This calamity is but another crisis to be overcome, and we will, once we eliminate the Sin-Eaters.
You poor deluded fool. These people care not for the morrow. They care only for the now, and the contentment they lack. What good good is a paradise to them if it is 1,000 years in the making, or even 100?
You underestimate them, Lord Forthry. They see further than you think. I have beheld it in the blood and sweat and tears of those who would sacrifice everything for a future they never know. That their children may never know.
Plant the seeds of the future
I have beheld
today.
it in the hopes and dreams of those who came before, which we bequeath to those who come after, that they might in turn build upon the foundations laid by our forebears. These are the bonds which hold man and his world together, not your gilded chains, and I will resist your every effort to shackle him.
In summary, you will continue to support the villains hunting my Sin Eaters?
With tremendous enthusiasm, for I have faith in the future they would build.
Why do I even bother? Fools, the lot of you! So naive! So painfully predictable! Did you imagine I did not know your mind? That I would wait until after this meeting to dispatch my forces? Even as we speak, they march to the Sin Eaters' defense.
That's nice.
Insurrection will not be tolerated.
I mean, it's not insurrection. We're not ruled by you.
The people of this world are mine to rule, mine to command.
That's a matter of personal opinion, my guy.
And you are no exception.
That's cute.
What? How did he?
That's because he was never really here. Do you think he would walk into that sort of trap?
I will not stand for this. Do you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
You speak for the Knights Blessed?
I do. I presume that is your doing. If you've come to parley, I must insist that you first return him to us.
You're in no position to make demands.
Oh, we are. You just don't realize that we are.
By Lord Vorthry's decree, Raktika now falls under the governance of Yulmore.
That's cute.
You will
Invaders will be
henceforth
destroyed.
Answer to us.
Is that so? And the children of the Everlasting Dark have acquiesced to this madness.
We have reached an accord, yes.
Hmm.
Too many times have the Knights Blessed shunned Yulmore's overtures of friendship. The risk that you harbor hostile intentions has grown too great to ignore.
Friendship that comes in handcuffs is no friendship.
His lordship has claimed dominion over this forest and bestowed executive authority upon the children of the Everlasting Dark.
That's cute.
In his wisdom, Lord Vorthry has agreed to recognize ours as the only permissible expression of dark worship. It's one true faith. You and your false creed are a blight on these woods. A foul, unholy corruption that must be cleansed. Little wonder the warrior of darkness visits both Lakeland and Ilmeg, yet shuns Raktika. Your perverted teachings hold blessed Shadow at bay.
Oh, wouldn't you know?
accepted the yoke of Yulmore to spite us then? Fools. Darkness will never return to these skies while they hold sway.
Those of you minded to obey his lordship are to make for Woven Oath with all haste. We will leave you, that you may have time to prepare.
Woven Oath? Are you suggesting we abandon our fate to join those zealots?
What has your faith afforded you thus far? Nothing! We will guide you along the righteous path.
And should we refuse?
Anyone found here upon our return will be considered a traitor to Yulmore and dealt with.
That's weird, because again, Yulmore's borders are like 20 miles that way. So how can we be a traitor to someone else's country? Absolutely disgusting people. We have no respect for holier-than-thou individuals, nor for nations that invade others. Not the Garleans, the Yulmorans. Oh well. Aaron has been afflicted with the most terrible and efficacious poison. We've attempted all manner of healing incantations. Alas, his condition remains unchanged. At present, we can but slow the poison's advance. I pray it will afford us sufficient time to find a cure. Oh, we got another cutscene. Off there at the Young Guard. The poison spread throughout his system long before he was brought here. At present, there is naught we can do but try to ease his pain. Do not blame yourselves, my friends. All that can be done has been done. Even had we reached him sooner, it would have made little difference. The children employ countless poisons. Finding a suitable antidote is a nigh impossible task. What of the rest of the Blessed? How have they taken the news of Yulmore's generous proposition? With anger and dismay, we cannot hope to oppose both them and the children. We've considered a convocation of all the Knights Blessed that we might consider their ultimatum, but I know how they will answer. Master Matoya, I am truly sorry. We cannot abandon our faith. But there is no reason for you to suffer for our decision. Your work is not yet done, and you still have time to flee. Flee? I do not want to run from my troubles. In fact, with Lynn's arrival, I am minded to take the offensive. The Yulmoran's presence here plainly stems from a desire to protect the Light Warden. They say we seek it out and slay the creature before they return. Were the darkness to fall over Raktika, they would have no cause to remain. All of which is rather easier said than done, unless of course you finally deciphered that tablet. As a matter of fact. And with it we can prepare everything we need to enter Ixmaja. What say you all? We will need to act quickly, but I believe it can be done. We cannot deny our fate, but one course lieth before us. Well, we are villains, are we not? Good. I have the blessed in your I leave the blessed in your capable hands, Renard. Very well. See, there is no changing your mind. By all that is dark, I swear to keep the Blessed safe. According to the tablet, we will first need to obtain a seal. One such seal should be waiting for us in a complex of underwater ruins not far from here. You have some experience with subaquatic excursions, do you not? Oh, that I do. I can breathe underwater. Then this should be a simple task for you. The ruins we seek are at the bottom of Lake Tusi-Mekta. While you see to that, Minfilian, I will remain here to help shore up Slitherbow's defenses. Your aid would be greatly appreciated. Apologies for the crinkling you may hear in the background right now. We've just got a delivery of new foodstuff, so of course we have to, you know, put all that away before it goes bad. Before we go too much further, I am gonna go with the side quest as quickly as I can. I did not entirely expect this to be a cutscene. As foretold by the will of the woods, we will meet at last. I've been expecting you, Lynn. Shh, no one else must hear of this, not yet. My dreams are plagued with visions of the future. Calamity is upon us, and each night I witness our impending doom. But hope is not yet lost, for the dreams speak to me of a savior in the form of a great serpent. It was revered as a god in the days of the Ronkin Empire, and I believe it yet lives in the Great Wood, waiting to be roused from slumber. Many names. Many would call it the Protector, some the Great Destroyer. The will of the wood demands I find this great serpent. It is our only hope of salvation. We've been chosen, Lynn, to be the savior of Slitherbow. So this is where you two have been hiding. Now that you've gotten to know one another, what do you think? His dreams are an ill omen. You believe him? Oh dear, I've made a terrible mistake. Please don't tell me you too have communed with the will of the star or some such nonsense. I mean, yeah, literally. Valen, please. We're in the midst of a most important discussion. When you first began talks of these dreams and delusions, I held my peace, but I won't let you drag anyone else into this. Such narrow-minded thinking is why only I have been chosen by the wood, by the great serpent. Yes, Quinport, whatever you say. You've mocked me for the last time, Valen. I will summon the great serpent this very day and prove to you the truth of my visions. Quinfort, wait. Where are you going? Let's see, here I thought he was going to be in love with him or something. To meet with misfortune would likely bring him to his senses, but he's my friend, and I can't stand the thought of him getting hurt out there. Will you help me look for him? If anything should happen, I'll never forgive myself. Okay, let's go back out into the world. Time for the company chocobo. Oh good, we'll stop at this one first and then go to the next one. They're both on the way. Or well, the one is on the way to the other, I should say. Ooh, a choice location. Interesting. Over there, I think I see him. Or not? Okay. Nope, we're just gonna go around the big tree. Ignore the vampire vine. They wanna smack us. There's Y'shtola, but we're not going there yet. Enough, Quinford. Even you should recognize the danger of wandering off alone in these woods. You really have gone mad, haven't you? Mock me all you want, Valen, but now you will bear witness to the truth with your own eyes. Behold the divine protector of Ranka, the great serpent of legend. No, it can't be. This tiny little leech. That's the great serpent? I see nothing great about that. What is it exactly? I refuse to believe that's a serpent. Please tell me you're joking. Do not be jealous, Valen. The will of the woods works in mysterious ways, and this serpent is the key to our deliverance. Oh, look at the little wiggly guy. I'm just wiggle. 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 I want one. O great serpent, I beseech you, grant me the strength to defend the Knights Blessed, to stay the impending calamity that threatens the Great Wood. Scree! Can't believe this is happening. Look, if you want to keep that thing as a pet, I won't stop you. We really should return home. No, you're right. To remain here any longer could place the Great Serpent in danger. But the question is, how do we transport it? I won't stand to see the Great Serpent debase itself, crawling in its belly like a snake? Just pick up the damn thing and let's go. By the abyss, Valen, show some respect. I should be the one to carry it, but I fear I am yet unworthy of such burden. But you could protect the Great Serpent from the threats of the Great's Wood, be they beasts or senators. And now you mean to drag Master Matoya's quest into your schemes? What will the others think when she walks into Slitherbough hoisting that thing about? Here, put it in this sack. I will do no such thing. It's clean, dry, and most importantly, you can bring it into Slitherbough unnoticed. Thank you. Fine. Listen, Lynn. The fate of the Great Wood quite literally rests in your hands. It goes without saying we can't afford any mishaps. I suppose we've no choice but to help him. I'll go ahead and find a place to keep his pet from away from prying eyes. Deliver the snake-filled sack to Valen in Slitherbough. You have 150 seconds to complete the task. Should you fail, return to the starting location and begin anew. Be wary of attacks from enemies, which will sap your strength. Do I have... Tread carefully, I will follow shortly after. Oh goodness, I can't... Okay. Hello?
Someone's flirting with Dad again.
Okay, is this just like on-stage flirting, or is this like flirting?
Well, he sent me to get you.
Alright. Okay, well, I'll be out there as soon as I can be. Oh goodness, okay. I'm running as quickly as I can, but I'm on a timer. Okay, so let's go this a ways and kind of thread the needle here as best I can. I wish I honestly, like, as bad as a ticking timer can be, I wish I had one right now. Alright, we've reached Slitherbough. Means we're not about to get attacked again. Not that one, this one. Here should be safe for now, at least. Let's have another look at the Great Serpent, shall we? Okay, alright, I'm gonna go save V on stage. I will be back in a few minutes. Stand up, get a drink, refresh your food, all that sort of fun stuff. We'll be back after these messages. Okay. Alrighty, we are back. Hello? Check one. Hello? Yep, okay. For whatever reason, the microphone wasn't responding. Or at least the subtitles weren't filling. Oh yes, such a great serpent. Good work, you two. Oh, can you believe it? The divine protector of the Great Wood here in Sitherbow. In a sack of burlap did the champion carry the divine beast, and beneath the slithering boughs of the Great Wood did they find shelter. Chapter 31, verse 5 of the Gospel of Quinport. Are you already writing this down? Pay him no mind. He is merely referring to his dream diary. The last time, it is not a diary. Have you forgotten how the Gospel foretold the events of that fateful day 2 years ago? How can I when you remind me of it every day? You continue to doubt me, but you'll soon see. Together, the Great Serpent and I will save this village and all of the Great Wood from oblivion. Scree, scree. Pretty sure that's just a bog leech, my guy. Okay. What have we gotten ourselves into? A distraction. A distracting side quest is what? I hope you're satisfied now that your new pet is safe here in Slitherbow. Scree scree! Thank you, Lynn. I now understand what's been troubling my friend all this time. I feared this might strain our friendship, but I don't believe this is something we can't overcome. Take care and may the shadows keep you. Wait. Please, Quinfort, there's no need to involve her in this any longer. No, you may not have any, Poochie. I'm sorry. I don't even know if that's actually coming through because of my filters or anything. The dog is definitely very upset that she does not have a snack like we do. I've been giving thought to the Great Serpent's chosen form, and I think I now understand why it chose to present itself to us in this way. Look closely at the pattern of its scales. I believe they represent the network of currents in which ether flows through Raktia, the very life force of the Great Wood. And there, the scar that intersects with them there on their belly is an omen of the coming calamity that would disrupt the flow of life in the Great Wood. Quinfoot, stop. It's just a scratch. Probably from a rock that as it slithered or rolled or did whatever it does to make its way through the forest. All these signs, and still he refuses to see. All the others. If the Great Wood is to be saved, it's up to us. I can only assume you remain at my side in the hopes of receiving some generous compensation. If that's what it takes, so be it. The scar on the Great Serpent's belly calls to mind Lazadal's conquest. That is where you will find the source of this ill omen. Bring it to me, and you will have the reward you seek. Okay, my guy. I should remind you that he's still only an apprentice. Didn't expect much, if anything, for your troubles. This is what happens when you spend too much time around interesting individuals. Still, I can't deny that life would be boring without him. Okay, that's way off track from our main story quest, so I am going to head just straight to the MSQ instead. Oh, that's a rock. There you are. Ready for a swim? Mm-hmm. The seal we seek should be stored in a chamber somewhere inside the ruins, beneath the lake. However, the entrance is seemingly protected by a subtle locking mechanism, rooted in the symbolism from Ronkan culture. The Ronkans sought to live in harmony with nature, and considered certain animals to be sacred. Foremost in their pantheon was the snake, portrayed as the protector of the wood, an arbiter of life and death. Below it were 4 others, each equal in rank: the coral, the colibri, Oppo, and the wolf, characterized as bringers of liberty, words, enlightenment, and harmony, respectively. To open the chamber connecting the seal, or containing the seal, the tablet states that one must pay due deference to 3 of these beasts, placing one's palm on monuments wrought in their image, and that this must be done in a specific sequence. If my interpretation is correct, the order can be discerned from the 3 commandments which follow. Give praise unto the snake, by its strength do our lands prosper. Be as the Oppo, rival thy kin. As all parts seek betterment, so too does the whole. Be as the wolf, move as one. Peace comes to those who seek harmony with their kin. The tablet says not of the placement, size, or appearance of the monuments, alas. Hopefully all will become clear when you reach the bottom of the lake. Go safely. I expected there to be a cave or something. Oh, that's the edge of the world. And a statue of a snake? Yes, please. Mm-hmm. Specifically, we weren't supposed to touch the coral statue. Ooh. No, that doesn't seem right either. All right, there's a... There we go. Ah. What do you mean I'm too far away? Door opens to reveal the stone upon which rests a medallion. Take it and secure it inside your clothing. Aw, dang, I'm out of peanuts now. Could get more out of the jar in the kitchen, but I probably should. Did you find it? Mm-hmm. There you go. This medallion, it bears the owl insignia of the Empire. There can be no doubt this is the seal of Bronca. Well done, Lynn. We can begin our preparations to enter Ixmaja in earnest. That is a gorgeous rapier. Bearing this seal, it should be possible to enter Ixmaja unmolested by its guardians. I will go ahead to Slitherbow and inform the others. When you've recovered from your exertions, meet us at the cavern leading east out of the village. Or wait, hang on. Look, I know it's like 19 yalms away, but it's fine. I'm so going to teleport. You're here. Runar opened a gate for us but moments ago. Beyond lies Ixmaja, and presumably the Light Warden. It did not take long for the Wood's protectors to find me when last I came here, and I expect them to fall upon us just as quickly this time. Though we carry the seal, there is no reason for us to let our guard down. Now let us seek out the warden and put an end to its reign over these woods. Bounce, 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 bounce. Up. Oh, it uses the grenade as its basis. Very cool. I love when they can reuse enemy rigs and models and things from new things. It's so cool. Also just a good use of resources. Yep. Oh, they warned us.
It would seem we have found them.
Trespass upon sacred ground! Begone!
Wait! We did not come to!
Good dodge, good dodge. Alright, Gambit.
Stop! We mean you no harm.
Sister, is that?
We are allies of the Empire of Ronka. As is customary, we come bearing the seal of the Emperor.
Mm-hmm. I love it when they do silly things like this.
It appears to be genuine. Then perhaps there's yet hope.
Perhaps. We acknowledge your seal, but we must be certain of its authenticity.
Valid.
Follow the azure flowers to our village. There we will judge if you are friend or foe.
Reasonable.
Try not to stray from the path. All right?
Fair enough,
Follow
fair
the
enough.
flowers. Would it kill them to escort us?
They're testing us. It'll be fine.
But if it affords us an opportunity to investigate Ixmaya, fine.
Okay, Ixmaya. I've been putting a j in there that's not necessary. Oh, you know what? Actually, bad luck. Let's go into town on an animal of some sort. Oop, wrong direction. Rude of there to be a tree in the way, though. 4330. I would have the seal that we may confirm its authenticity. Straight to the point, I see. Very well. There is no mistaking the crest of the royal family. It is of proper size, and by the way, its weight and it is plain that it was made from pure gold. The seal is indeed genuine. For 3,000 years we have waited for this moment, and now you are finally here. I bid you welcome, allies of Ronka. I am Almet, chieftainess of Thamau, or Thamau. We met, your younger sister. Simet, a pleasure. We were beginning to lose hope that you would come. I beg your pardon? These are troubled times for my people. Though I can but imagine what has compelled you to venture into our woods. You must be tired after your journey. Take your ease. If you'd like, I will show you about the village. Though I must warn you, it is a long way down to the forest floor, so do watch your step. Interesting, they have an Ewok village. Ooh, shirt. This way, what is your name? Lynn, and this is a common name nowadays? Oh, how times change. But I digress. Come and be sure to watch your step. Before we go do that, I am going to attune to this crystal because it would be a shame to get tossed about and not do so. Now, oh, nope, not that one. I suppose I could have gone down that one. Oh, or not. Gemstone trader. These, to share more of our culture to the outside world, small as it has become. As my contribution to this efforts, I'm happy to offer a variety of goods. Ooh, delightful. Ooh. Oh, do I not have anything that needs repair? Weird. I'm so used to needing to repair things left and right that I forget that sometimes in the MSQ you really don't take that much damage. Bearers of the seal, you have a right to know what became of the Empire, and my people's purpose here. We are descendants of the palace guard which served under the last emperor, and to this day we carry on the duty of our forebears, the final decree of his eminence before Ronka's fall. By the wisdom of our people was Ronka made to thrive. Such knowledge must be forgotten, nor may it be suffered to fall into the hands of the wicked. Keep it secret, keep it safe, and look to the coming of our allies. Unto them you shall bequeath our all, and thus will Ronka live on. By his command, we have remained in the Raktico Greatwood, guardians of Ronka's ruins, and the wisdom held within. I hope thou wilt not think the question impertinent, but did thy people's famed longevity perchance? Hello! Ms. Broker Zombie King Killer. Okay, interesting. I hope that will not... That is one reason, yes. We V's would easily live to see 3 of your 11... or of your elven timelines. Whoa! Okay, that is long. We were also the fiercest warriors. There are none more fit than us to stand watch over the remains of Ronka. Mr. Z, okay. Fair enough. But our duty has grown ever more perilous in the wake of the flood. Settlements such as this one were plentiful before the light claimed dominion over the land, but now, well, Fano is all that remains. Our numbers dwindle year by year. Before long, there will be no one left to honor the Emperor's wishes. You believe we are the allies for whom you have waited? You have the seal, do you not? After 3 millennia of waiting, that alone is nothing short of a miracle. Truth be told, I had begun to think you would never come. Sister. Aww. We are glad of your presence here in the Greatwood. The wisdom of Ronka is yours, should you wish it. You need only ask. Alright, very well. You come in search of the Light Warden. My apologies, but I do not know where it makes its lair. We met. Do you recall any sightings of this creature? Not these past 30 summers, no. 30? No need. How old are you exactly? Well, they did say they live up to 3 times as long as elves, and the elves already live at almost 1,000 years, if I recall correctly. Young enough to remember. With age comes knowledge. May yet be one among us who has seen or heard of the abomination you seek. You have leave to speak with the other V's, then? Of course. Then we should split up and inquire individually. If someone knows something, I should hear it while there is yet time to act. Okay, we are at 3:38. I'm gonna give it another... just under 10 minutes before I find somewhere to send everybody off to. Yes, how are you doing, Mr. Z? I hope you're doing well. As you can see, we are going through the Shadowbringers story quests right now. It was not my intention to pry, but your voices carry far. I know what it is you would ask of me. Unfortunately, the answer is no. Not seen the Light Warden. Patrol the ruins perimeter regularly, but if it were hiding nearby, I would know about it. Fair enough. A run. Could deal with that, or I could not. Okay. No? Okay, fair enough. Suppose I might die if I tried to jump that. Outsider? But how? By the gods, allies of the Empire. My sincerest apologies for failing to note your arrival. It was the Warden you wished to know about, yes? My mother, may she rest in peace, told me once of its appearance in these woods. Before settling here in Fano, she lived in a village near Actica Falls, until it was destroyed by the Sin Eaters. While out on patrol one day, she spotted a swarm of the abominations, one of which was different from the rest. It was larger, for one thing, but what struck her was the way its fellows seemed to revere it. She was convinced that she had seen was the Light Warden. Exchange with Creel has taught you something about the Light Warden's possible whereabouts. Excellent. Now we go up. And we go up. Alrighty. Light Warden? No, I have not seen it. But I have witnessed the horrors of the Lesser Eaters. And now they are wont to hunt in packs and carry off their victims rather than consuming them on the spot. I suspect the Warden is a grotesque, corpulent thing, waiting patiently for its minions to bring its next meal. Maybe not though. I don't think this one is that way. Now, the Prince of Yulemore might himself technically be a Light Warden, but that's a whole other thing. You search for the Light Warden. I cannot say I've laid eyes on it. Our duty is to protect the ruins, nothing more. We have no need to strike out in search of such a foe. Alright, well. It is what it is. Oh, hang on. A chocobo stand or an Amaro? Well, it's no RO stand. It's transport. Either way. Something that will be very useful for later. Nope, I just wanted to get to know you. Thank you. Boingy, 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 boingy. I pray the others were able to provide that, but I could not. Well, this is about as far as I've gotten. Near Actica Falls? Why was I not told of this? I think I see now why it has never been spotted on our patrols. I've never heard of Actica Falls. I can assume it lies deep within the woods of Ixmaya. Just so, but the tunnel which leads there collapsed after a rather bloody battle with the Eaters, and has not been passable for many years. We made several attempts to clear away the rubble, but each time we were driven back. In the end, we were forced to give it up as lost. Well, thereby making it a suitable place for the Warden to take sanctuary. There is perhaps one way to enter, though it would be at great peril to you and your companions. The Kitana Ravel, a temple to the northeast. Been sealed for centuries, but within it is a path that leads to the falls. Can it be opened? For the allies of the Ranka, it can. But first we must go to the Kamul Astropolis. Once the flow of magic is restored there, the path through Kitana Ravel can be opened. This may sound like a simple task, but there are certain obstacles which prevent us from attending to it ourselves. We know not how to overcome them. The Emperor never granted our forebears leave to look upon the secrets we are charged with protecting. That we might not be tempted, this means to do so were withheld from us. We can but show you the way, the rest will be up to you. It would seem we have our work cut out for us then, shall we? That sounds like a dungeon, folks. Do you have to ask? Let us be about it then. If that is your wish, it is my duty to escort you. While we attend to matters at the Kamul Astropolis, I would ask that your sisters accompany Urianger and Thancred and share with them all that you can about these woods. While we have every intention of investigating Raktika Falls, 'tis yet possible the Light Warden dwells elsewhere. With that in mind, it would behoove us to prepare an alternative course of action. Maybe. We met, Simet, I leave it to them to you. Yes, sister. Should our present course prove false, doubt not that Thancred and I shall find any and all possible plans forward, or paths forward. Right. New shirt. And can I... There we go. Yep, okay. Just double checking myself. Alright, I'll go ahead and start this quest, but I'm not going to finish the whole thing. I'm going to find somewhere to send you all off to, because it is coming up to my time to be elsewhere. What you seek lies in the heart of Kamul Astropolis. Fortunately, it too was sealed shut in order of his by order of His Eminence. If we are to open it, we must first look to the morning stars. Come, I will show you the way. Okay. We have that well and truly started. Let's head back over to the Just Chatting screen, and I will find a place to send you all off to. So, we have made a lot of progress today. And I wanted to say thank you very much for stopping by, weary travelers. I hope you've enjoyed today's Final Fantasy XIV stream. I have a whole bunch of cool collabs coming up soon on the Neon Casters channel, the first 3 Saturdays in October. Let's, in fact, do a shout out for the Neon. Maybe. Maybe not. Hello? Oh, beans. Okay, hang on. Neon Caster. There we go. Yeah, I'm taking part in Phantom Arts Fest 3. I'll be playing in 3 of the scenarios, or situations, and DMing one of them. Basically, it's a month-long TTRPG festival, starting on the first Saturday of October, and going with at least, I think it's 2 sessions every Saturday. Check out Caster's channel. They'll point you in the right direction. However, I will be back on this channel tomorrow, Saturday 28th, with Wandering Sword. Until then, for more information about our future streams, keep an eye on our Twitter and Blue Sky at Come and Go Tavern for announcements and daily check-ins from the Come and Go. I have been your hostess, Sheela Ornthalis, and if you need to prop your feet up for a little while longer, let's set up a raid. So who is online? Who can I send you to? Let's see. Okay, let's see. Ooh, Fifi is playing Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Let's go ahead and send you over there. Alright, we've got that raid set up. I will see you tomorrow, or whenever I next see you. Maybe even over at the Phantom Arts Fest channel sometime soon. Anyway, talk to you soon. Have good food, have good drink, and love each other. Bye-bye. Bye. 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 Bye.